Welcome to Reporter 247 channel, the place to update the fastest and most accurate news. It may not be feasible to send Vladimir Putin to The Hague to face war crime charges if he is the sole individual that the West must negotiate with to achieve a truce for the Ukraine conflict. French President Emmanuel Macron declared in an extensive speech at the European Union's Leaders' Conference in Bratislava, Slovakia. Macron also explained plans for an accelerated enlargement of the EU, reconciliation between the East and West of Europe, and a straightforward route to achieving membership for Ukraine in NATO. He adamantly declared that Russia had lost every legitimacy, yet stated that if the imminent Ukrainian offensive fails to achieve its military objectives, a reconsideration of European assistance to Ukraine will be in order. At the same time, he clarified that Ukraine was defending not solely its own border but those of Europe as well. In his frankest remarks yet on the need to negotiate with Putin, French President Emmanuel Macron called for continuity in U.S. policy towards Ukraine, but also acknowledged the need to prepare for potential changes should a Republican administration be elected. He stressed the importance of gathering evidence against Russia and its leaders to support any negotiation, while emphasizing that Europe must take greater responsibility for its own security and stability, rather than depend on the decisions of U.S. voters. Referring back to his claim 3 years ago that NATO was experiencing a brain death, French President Emmanuel Macron noted that the Russian invasion of Ukraine had been a wake-up call, one to which the alliance responded well, but remarked some members, with allusion to Turkey, had not imposed sanctions. He also acknowledged that Western Europe had failed to give sufficient attention to Eastern Europe in the past, and promised that this time is over. This sentiment recalled the 2003 words of former French President Jacques Chirac, that Eastern European nations who had chosen to join the US and Britain in invading Iraq had missed a good opportunity to stay quiet. Macron concluded with an admonishment that Europe must not allow Eastern European states to be kidnapped by Russia a second time, emphasizing they were part of one European family whose separation had only weakened them. French President Emmanuel Macron predicted that the upcoming NATO summit in Vilnius in July will be unable to reach a consensus on Ukraine's future membership in NATO. Instead, he proposed creating something tangible, clear and concrete, between security guarantees and full-fledged membership as a path towards joining the alliance. Macron argued that Ukraine must be given the necessary assurances and security to avoid further aggression, as it is essential in protecting Europe. He also asserted that every country should have the right to pick its own allies, while strongly condemning Russia for its invasion of Ukraine and other acts of imperialistic delirium. The French president, however, urged Central and Eastern European countries not to use greater European defense cooperation and spending as a way to marginalize NATO's influence. He affirmed that a strong, European pillar in the organization is beneficial for everyone. Thank you for watching the video. See you in the next videos. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to keep up to date with the latest news. Goodbye.